Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My voice is there. I'm still trying to get my voice. Thank you so much for the likes and the comments. Thanks for those ones that checked on me. Thank you so much. I can't really see anything. Let me just use my glasses. Okay, I'm feeling better. Thank you. So today, a quick one. I hope you learned one or two things about the foreplay that I talked about last 2 weeks, and I dropped a short note as well. You can also check that and read through. Okay, today the gist I'm bringing today is about domestic violence. Okay, it's my own personal gist now. Okay, when I was dating my ex, I can use ex now, okay, but it's still my husband actually because I'm just separated. So before I got married to him, there was no form of whether a kind of touch or maybe like a slap or anything. But by the time we got into marriage, as in by the time we married, he came up with different kinds of attitudes that I just felt, well, maybe it's normal for men to do that. But it's not like me. Maybe maybe I'm a simple person like that. No, I have my own flaws too. But my own flaws, they are not to actually mar a marriage. You understand? It's not for me to now come into marriage and say, hey, just because I'm a woman, I want to act like a woman. No. And again, this gist will also serve as a kind of a warning for those that actually do this living lovers kind of thing, and maybe the guy just decides to slap you one day and you feel that he will change. He will not change. A wife beater, a woman beater is always a woman beater. There's no two-way thing about it. Okay, how did my own start? I just noticed that every time he came home, he came home late most times and very tipsy, sometimes really, really drunk. And I just leave him, I allow him to do whatever he wants to do. So it got to a point that girls started calling him. Let me not use the word girls, women started calling him at odd hours. And being a uniform person, he just started telling me like, they are his customers. Oga, what are you selling? Are you selling anything? You're not selling anything now. So why are you acting like you are selling something? And even if you are selling anything, should they be calling you around 12 a.m.? No, they shouldn't. They should at least respect the fact that you're a married man and they know that you have a woman in the house. Okay, this particular day, he came home drunk, and normal thing for me, once he comes back like that, I just allow him to go and sleep. Okay, and then his phone rang, so he kept on ringing. I checked the time, it was 11:59. Who is this calling? And what he did was he abbreviated the woman's name. Sorry for the background noise. He abbreviated the woman's name like HN, BM, And I was like, who is this person? So my mind just thought maybe one of his friends. So when the phone kept on ringing, I said, maybe it's an important call. I decided to pick it. Remember, he was drunk, so he had slept off. So I just picked the call, only for me to hear a woman's voice. Hello, good evening. Sorry, he's asleep. Who am I speaking with? She said, give the phone to him. I don't want to mention his name. Give the phone to him. I said, give the phone to him. You are speaking to his wife. What do you want? How can I help you? Come on, give the phone to your husband. Give the phone to him. She actually mentioned my husband's name. And then she cut the call. I was like, who could she be? And then my husband kept telling me, they are his customers. This is a man, they said, doesn't like a woman or doesn't like women. Okay, I did something for the first time in my life. I picked that number and I used my other line to call the woman the next day. I wanted to be sure whether I was, my thoughts were actually correct. So I didn't even tell him. I just told him that his phone rang severally, but I picked and the person didn't say anything. So the next day I called and the woman picked. Immediately I heard that it was a woman's voice. I just wanted to satisfy my conscience. I just dropped the call. Only for my husband to come back home in the evening. He drove in angrily. I just noticed, he just opened the door, bam, everything, giri, giri. What's going on, Oga? He just looked at me and pointed at me. Dyolar, you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very, very careful. And I was now looking, what did I do again? He said, why would you be calling my girlfriend? Yeah? I was shocked, like, can you actually say that to me? Like your girlfriend. Which of your girlfriend did I call? Don't you ever try it again in your life. Never in your life. I said, your girlfriend. I stood in front of me and was like, guy. But you know me, oh. You know me, oh. You know how we met. Man. You know me, oh. You they try me. He said, what's in Koi? They are teaching you. I said, who? Who are the they that are teaching me? I can fight my own fights. Apart from God fighting for me, I can fight my own fights. Nobody. Who's start? And I said, okay, fine. So it's because of a woman that you came back from work this early to come and threaten me. No, well, I'm sorry. And when you call them again, tell them that I'm sorry. In fact, next time, they should actually wear agbada on top buba, put gele on one side and put cap on one side, and wear two opposite shoes and come and knock at my door and say, don't pick my boyfriend's call. I don't even understand. He just said, bam, he went inside the room and came out again and left. And I just guessed he went straight to her. I won't say maybe he was under a spell or anything, but it's possible. You know, girls of nowadays, they do different kinds of things. And then he left. He didn't come back home until very late at night. Well, I wasn't the one that opened the door for him. He had his keys. So, along the line, we were, just trying to mend it. My late mom, she really tried for me. And those days, he wouldn't even give me money for anything. I would just be in the house. And he told me I shouldn't work. Oh no, I have suffered. I've been foolish. Let me just put the word there. I was very, very foolish, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't have even allowed him to rob me of all the things I would have done in my life. I was at the peak of my career, acting. And I just dropped everything for him. Everything I was doing, I dropped. Just because I loved him. Okay, fast forward to the day. So he just came home one day and he was so drunk. And all the while, there was no money. My late mom was giving me money, would buy me foodstuffs, would buy me things to cook and bring home. I would cook for him, he would eat. Oh, my labo, he would scrape the plates, lick it clean. And after, he would now say, it's not even sweet. You did not even put salt. I would just laugh and be looking at him. My late mom was a good mom. I go rest my mom soul. She would always tell me, don't fight. I know you have it in you, but don't fight. Just leave him. I left him. I didn't do anything. So this day now, I was so lonely at home, I decided to go and visit my late mom. So I sat down there, I was busy, just gisting with her. And all this while, my son was not with us. My son was with my mom. And so I always go there to just play with him once in a while. So that particular day, my mom had packed food for me to take home. So I was waiting patiently for time to just run by so that I can go home and just eat and sleep. So all of a sudden, his call just came in. And before his call came in, a friend's call came in and said, I was in Abeokuta and that he needed to see me, that it's been a long while. I said, okay, fine. On my way home, I'll drop and see you. So as I was about getting out of the house, just to go and see that one before I go home, his call came in and said, where are you? Where are you? I don't have my keys. I need you home right now. I said, okay, I'll be right there. Just hold on for me. I need to get somewhere. He said, no, this. I didn't even listen because he was so drunk. So I got to that my friend's place. I saw him. He was even asking that what was going on. We just gisted for a while. And he said, okay, when next I come back again, we will see. I was still trying to like tell that one, I need to get home and everything. So he was just seeing me off when his call came in again. I said, I'm on my way. At least I'm coming in from a far distance and to two extreme ends. By the time I go home, it was actually opposite the house, but at a bar. It was also in a bar again, as in topping the already drunken state that it was. I got inside. So I was trying to open the door. He came behind me and he started ranting. Hey, where did you go? Blah, 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 blah. I didn't even say anything. I got in. I dropped the food in the kitchen. I was trying to do something. Hey, I'm talking to you. I said, D, please. I'm not ready for this rant today. I'm not ready for your troubles. As in, all this while, you've just been coming home and been sleeping. At that time, oh, I was starved of sex. Hey, wait. He didn't give me money. He didn't give me sex. I was just there. So my head wanted to blow. So you can imagine that state I was. I wasn't working. So things were just there like that. So at the end of the day, as I was just trying to just put the food down, do something, I just had a hit, at the back of my head. What was that? He threw me a tumbler, a glass cup on my head. Thank God I was still wearing weave on then. Instantly, the reflex, I just picked a cup too and I threw it. I didn't even check, but it just caught him here. So I just went inside the room. I was just talking. I'm not ready for all these things. I'm not ready for all these things. I don't want to take too much. Let me see how much of the time. I will really need to stop here. And I will continue next week. I hope you understand. It's about data. But let me just give you the nitpick. But that particular night was when I got the beating of my life. And it wasn't funny. I want you to stay tuned so that you can finish the story with me. This gist is very, very interesting. Please, if you are in a relationship and they are beating you and they are telling you they love you at the end of the day, run, don't stay. Dyolar says, run, don't stay. Domestic violence is no good. Till next week now, you will listen. Don't worry. I will come here. I full ground for you. I full ground. Okay, Valentine is in the year. Happy Valentine. Yeah, my own Valentine. Me, myself, and I. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thanks so much for your comments. Thanks for the likes, for the shares, for subscribing too. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really have to go now. Data is not my friend. Thank you so much. God bless you. Gisting with Dyolar it is. I'll see you next week. Bye.